This video will show how you can use Asana2Go to export from Asana into a mind map, and also how to import from a mind map back into Asana. So we're going to start with the export, and we are looking at product marketing launch, which is just a template provided by Asana that I created as a new project, and that's what you see here. Exporting works with not just a project, but search results or my tasks pretty much anywhere in Asana. Why don't we go ahead and we're going to select everything for export, and we're going to open up Asana2Go, choose the Mindmap Export. Now we're going to be using a new feature of Asana2Go, save as a CSV or a text file, because we need to produce an export file for our mind map tool. But that button is also useful for CSV and JSON exports and so on. So we'll do this save, and then that creates a file. We're going to use the Coggle mind map tool for this demo, though other mind map tools would work as well. Coggle is web-based, has a free version, which is what we're using, and it's a nice complement to Asana. So we're just going to create a diagram. The way Coggle import works is you just drag and drop that export file onto it. So if I bring over that directory where the file was, I just drag and drop, and that creates the new mind map. Coggle also permits you to do that drop of the file on an existing branch to make a deeper level of hierarchy. So you can do that as well, but we just did it at the top level. And you can see at the top level it now took on the name of the Asana project where we started from. This particular tool for mind maps is pretty rich, like many of them are. You can see some of the functionality here to color the lines, and it's very easy to move things around. And if we did this a little more carefully, we might end up with something that looks like this, which is exactly the same mind map, but you can see it starts to take on more understanding, more meaning, even than the existing list project, just due to the spatial presentation. With Asana2Go, you can import into Asana any mind map from nearly any mind map application, because most support the de facto .mm file format that Asana2Go uses. The mind map content will appear as Asana sections, tasks, subsections, and subtasks. Those sections and subsections will be created if the node name ends in a colon. There's no limitation on the size or number of levels of hierarchy. The import will maintain the full node structure and the text of all the nodes. So now let's just do the reverse of what we did before. We'll take that existing mind map that we created, this one, and now import it into a new Asana project. Importing into Asana does take a couple of steps, and the first one is to export the mind map as a .mm file, and that's just done here, choosing download as a MM, and we'll save it here under this name. So we're going to import that mind map into an empty new Asana project, and that's this one called Imported Product Marketing Launch. Now we can start to import, but what we do is we first open Asana2Go and choose Mind Map Import. Now it wants us to import a mind map. And the first step is the one that we already did, which was the export. This second step is a little confusing. We're going to upload that file. Asana2Go is going to convert it and generate another file. So let's do that now. We're going to open up that file, and now Asana2Go converted it, and it's creating a new file of this name here. We're going to save that. The third step says in an Asana project, use this add tasks via CSV to import. So I'll close this, and we'll go ahead and do that here. Add tasks via CSV. And now we'll drag and drop that file that Asana2Go created, and it brings up this dialog. We can just go ahead and hit continue, and now there are two fields, text, which is already mapped to name, and parent, which it says mapped to the subtask of. So we're going to map it to the subtask of field and just uncheck that and then begin the import. And the import takes a little while. It seems to do about 20 tasks a minute, so I'm just going to pause the video here. So now the import has completed. Just close this window and see that we've got the same project that we started with. Basically did all the imports of the sections and tasks. And if there were any number of levels of subsections and subtasks, they'd all come in too. And that's Mindmap exporting and importing with Asana2Go.